show is on the air with Saturday Night Baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Diego Dodd is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Center fielder.
Digging in now, Leonard Ratliff. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Around first, he's digging for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Batting second.
Digging in,
Second baseman.
Gonzalez. Only one hit for him in his last 4 ball games. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Dero, you've been on some good teams. Not to lose focus at this point of the year. Keep the big picture inside because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustment offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
Favorable call in there for a strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So digging in now, Andres Vega. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Fouled away. So far on the year, Vega has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
He jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Ratliff on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. So stepping in, Charlie Michelle.
Leading off for the
5,
Yankees.
6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Charlie
First
Michelle.
delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Hero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Now at the plate, Pete Valentine
Batting
took an
fifth.
0 for 4 in the
Catcher.
victory last night.
Pete Valentine.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Valentine is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count left.
Straight up.
No question, 1-0, 2-0. You'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
At the plate, Douglas
Batting seventh.
Hershiser, as the
Third
switch hitter will
baseman.
take his cuts
Douglas.
left-handed here.
Hershiser.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers. Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Coming to the plate now, Jim Leonard.
Leading off for the
Just a
Yankees.
few ticks shy of
Third
300
baseman,
for the season.
Jim
So perhaps a hit or two
Leonard.
in this one could put him up over the top. And that misses, ball one. Leonard playing here in his age 31 season. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Ball and a strike. And he takes a called strike two. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. So striding in, Willie Espinosa,
Batting ninth.
as he'll get his first
The
opportunity
shortstop.
in this one.
Willie Espinosa.
First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right.
1-1-1.
Seeing guys attacking philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Aldridge is there, two gone. Standing in, Leonard Ratliff
Now
will
batting.
try to follow up the
Center
double in
fielder.
his last at-bat with
Leonard
another big hit right here. From the stretch. Breaking ball in for a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Now at the plate, Felipe Gonzalez.
Leading off the fourth
He got
for
on
the
top of
Yankees.
one. It was a ground out
Second
victory last
baseman.
time.
This game
Number
is rolling
53.
right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
No balls and 1 strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Into the box now, Trevor Bernard.
The left
0 for 1
fielder,
for him
number
here in this
31.
one.
Trevor Bernard.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Andres Vega. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Vega hits a little over the 270 mark. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCall will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. So coming to the plate, Charlie Michelle. They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Comes set, and the 0-1. Started that swing a bit too early. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Stepping up now, Douglas Hershiser. First two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a strike.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Liriano waits on it. And that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Jim Leonard will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff, but he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
A pause, and the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season. Now at the plate, Willie Espinoza comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Espinoza.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking balls in for strike.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
0-2, here it comes. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. So the shutout's still intact here in the sixth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys are currently second in the AL in that department. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Leonard Ratliff.
Center fielder, Leonard Ratliff.
He's set. Here it comes. And this will be fouled away. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Stepping into the box, Felipe Gonzalez to lead things off here in this one-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 delivery. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The 0-2 home.
1-1-1.
And this ball hits the first base bag. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the seventh. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows? Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Trevor Bernard.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Line drive to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. The relay throw, and he is in there at third as the possible tying run. So here's the cleanup hitter, Andres Vega, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he fouls this one off. Gonzalez takes his lead at third with one away. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Liriano right there. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Wow, you see some throwing errors sometimes, but you don't see them from the second baseman that often. Looked like he was trying to aim it instead of throwing it, and the result is an E4.
Into the box, Charlie Michelle. It's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here it comes, 0-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
The catcher, number 14.
Stepping in now, Keith Valentin. Fouled off. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 0-1. Fouled away. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. 8th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1.
Your attention, please.
Jimenez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Roberto Jimenez.
It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The New York Yankees win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year.
Our final line score
Billy
tonight,
earns the
first
victory,
for the
his
Victoria
11th
Yankees.
in relief this year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, click over to theshownation.com.
15 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight.